down to like an art form, you're in there. Like
in there like swimwear.
Like that's what always like I feel like that's the contingent for so many different people when they start finding their people. Like when
You're
the
right.
audience starts actually landing on people's laps, it's like, oh, because I liked X, Y, and Z, or I did, you know what I mean? They did the good YouTube things.
Right.
It's like a lot of people who are like me are just like good YouTube patrons almost. Who can't pay for it, but they know what they're supposed to do to make sure that this shit pops. And so I feel like once your editing style is literally just an extension of yourself, like the way that you can just make words and write sentences, once you can edit that way, that's when you're in there. That's when everyone's shit starts popping off or changing or like moving to the next tier.
Sure.
Where your shit gets like reshuffled to somebody else.
Right.
So like,
yeah.
I still check the wire on like both of my browsers and like to see like if I type in the wire on
That's so funny.
I invested time.
Thank you. That's so nice.
So I could, you know what I mean?
I have searched it on incognito mode once just to see if it pops up, and it wasn't too difficult to find it now.
Exactly.
It wasn't too difficult to find it. And like the Wire video is legitimately getting like about 100 views a day almost. At this point. That's so funny. Yeah, dude. So it gets about like 80 views a day, which is pretty cool. And like I'm happy with like to me the video succeeded. Like I don't need it to go anywhere else without making me feel like, oh, I've done what I set out to do. And that's not even the case. Like I don't know if that's even the right way to put it, because ultimately once I've put it out there, it's not all videos, but like that video especially, I felt like I did what I set out to do when it was out. Like, that's it. I succeeded. And, like, ultimately, that's because, like, I was able to actually convey the things that I was hoping for. Some people make you feel that way. Yes. Because you're like, damn, dude, this does not... And sometimes that's because they do it so well that it's effortless. In a way that's like, oh, that's seriously just natural for them. You're getting the wrong context. You're making it feel like, oh, they make it look easy, so it's easy. But, like, even, like, dredge YouTubers, which I dislike, that literally spend their day making just bullshit really small clips, those people are putting in more effort than other people to succeed. Just because it's like really low effort content, they're still putting in lots of low effort content. Like, it's just a matter of like, are you willing to do that?
And that's why there's like, yes, and that's why there's people who like I've seen a couple interviews with Mr. Beast, because like he was on like a couple.
Yeah, that's literally who I was thinking of.
Yeah, just like listening to him talk and how he doesn't even.
It is not art. It is consumer purely. And it's just it is not art.
But that's the thing. That's why he doesn't feel like he's good. You know what I mean? Like that he almost like doesn't deserve the amount of hate and threats that he gets, because he's like, I'm putting an effort to being the best at this very. Like, I don't care if my voice is conveyed in the editing. I don't care if my voice is conveyed in the set design. I'm watching YouTubers who are talking about, yeah, you know, I created this set, me and my friend, like, did this, like, for the drapes in the back. I'm like, do you see the difference? Like, the people who get their, like, who really pop off and get that 100,000, where they're, like, really start having, like, a consistent way of life, even at, like, 75,000. Like, it just reshuffled itself almost a little bit because of that person's consistency.
What does this say?
You can still do that as Mr. Beast. It's like,
whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that it's not that hard, but it's like, if you understand what he's doing, then like, and you're willing to do that shit, then like, sure,
Dude, there's like some anime YouTubers especially, like after Mark, not so Mark or whatever it is, I forget what it is, but his name, but ever since Toei basically almost nuked his channel out of existence, they all have been on a completely different grind. And like some of them have really sold out in many ways that I just like I've been completely put off. He does he has like an animated like Goku looking TFB. He does like blind review of this. And like I really dislike most of his takes personally, but I do not wish his channel would get nuked out of existence either. So like it's like one of those things that's like I feel bad that it happened to him because it's like that shit shouldn't happen to people, and ultimately YouTube should not be giving people like the onus to prove that you have pirated some sort of content should not be on you. It should be on the people who claim you've pirated content. And they should have to prove it before your shit is not monetized or your shit is not eligible for monetization. Like, that's not on you necessarily. Like, if you've done your due diligence, and, like, if they keep finding it, then there's consequences there. But, like, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the job of me as, like, user to say, like, oh, I've done my job by saying I feel like this is fair use. It's their job to prove that this is not fair use before you can just strip away all the people's funding or potentially just downright tank their channel.
And you fuck them in the like when they do those like random ass shit. That's how you break like some of these like mid-tier creator streaks of growing. That's how you throw people like literally
the tunnels I'm seeing in the walls up here show signs of recent dragon activity.
We already killed that dragon. Did you get over it? How'd that go? And that's like when people who do care about this shit, when that's like art for them, when they spend 2 hours just fucking.
And just think of how much art is just completely, absolutely neutered by the reliance on not being able to talk about and show the thing you're talking about. Like, just.
It literally makes, because then it's like I need so much visual aid sometimes when I watch YouTube videos, and sometimes I don't. But like one of the things that I do is like having the visual aid makes me obviously listen and think better and be able to process it. That's why it makes it seem like it's almost like so much more difficult to do certain types of YouTube and make certain types of videos. And you have to be so engaging, you have to be able to do so many different things that would even make people continuously have like that level of watch time. Like it's so hard. You have to think about so much shit, and like they literally just like leave so much of that up to chance when like you do certain things like do fair use or copying all these different copyright claims, and how like they can't like just have to make jokes about the CEO. You know what I mean? Not actually someone at YouTube talking or something like that. Or like literally or feel the way that they have to have specific reps that it is so fucked in so many ways. It's so bureaucratic and like I don't know. I feel like they don't like some people like just don't understand that, and then like they don't take serious when some people are like, you know, like that's why like
right.
It's question like moralizing like
yeah, I mean, it's to me it's a tricky thing.
Doing this shit. This is literally what I do. Like when I'm literally saying I'm depressed and sound like I have 10 hours, you better believe I've literally watched 3 hours, like 3 to 4 hours of people breaking down the algorithm or bitching about it. Like
yeah, like listen, like ultimately, like Mr. Beast is not like doing like what irreparable harm. I do think his like perspective on creating content is like kind of really tragic, and like what it does to certain like kids and their expectation of what success means on a channel that is expressly should be in, and you know it's subjective, but like I think it's like there should be some artistry if you're creating art out there, but some people don't view what they make as art. They just view it as like really dope like content for like people to like just like enjoy or whatever, and then shut their fucking brains off for a second, which is like fair, fine I guess, but yeah, can't help but feel like it could be a little bit more. But, you know, he's got millions of dollars and I'm broke as fuck, so.
That's what, like, not everyone can do it. You have to, like, look at some of these things and be like, there are certain things aligning in people's, like, because, like, that's what I was always thinking about, but what I started really thinking about applying to you is the fact that, like, certain things are just aligning in certain people's lives that they can do this type of shit, and then, like, even have the acknowledgement of making it art, you know what I mean? Like, and, like, actually putting real quality and heart in this shit. I'm like, this is hard. This shit is so hard and difficult when you're not just working on, like, 3 sponsorships. Like,
right. Yeah, like, I think about, like, all the time that I have to actually invest into making these videos. It is kind of insane, like, people talk about, like, oh, like, so you just did this in your spare time? Like, yeah, like, yeah. And, like, the more you, like, learn, like, I'm the type that, like, the more I learn about something, the more complex the thing will get, the longer it takes to do less.
yes.
So, like, I will get faster, so inherently you'd think, okay, well, it'll get quicker, but then I learn more, so I do more, so the amount of fast I'm doing is just offset by that. And it takes longer, because I'm doing more.
I mean, like, this is how people, like, literally write books. When you learn about a subject, when you write a fucking book, like, you have to do all this research if you fucking care about it.
Right.
It'd be
Like, I think about all the extra research that went into making these really long videos I made. Like, The Wire, I had to do so much goddamn research.
Yeah.
And then, like, not just on the show. Like, obviously there's stuff about the individual project, and then you're talking about, like, okay, and what are the implications of its themes? And then what are the implications of its, like, societal stuff? Do you have stats to back up what you're talking about? Or do you care? Some people don't care. They'll just say the thing. And that would probably be quicker. Yeah, that sounds quicker.
And then those are the videos that are like, and they hit a very specific time range, so they get hit by, you know, so they get shown to a very specific audience. And, like, that's one of my issues, like, so many things, like, for me, like, I get recommended so much white girl content all the time, because, like, when I dig, a lot of the black girl content is, like, a lot longer. It's not, you know, like, their editing style is still kind of erratic and stuff like that. It's because a lot of them still have to, like, work super hard and try and have to have so many other things aligned for their shit to even just, like, get recommended on, like, the first fucking page when I type in a subject. Like, it's so weird to me that, like, all of that's not, like, taken into account.
Right.
Like, and then it makes me question sometimes when certain people have, like, certain takes on YouTube that I'm like, I don't know if I really vibe, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, so do I really vibe with this channel or not when I start hearing the way you talk about the algorithm or what you think about it? Like, there are people who even feel a certain way. Like, there's so many people I feel like I follow who hate the algorithm. And, like, but there's, now that, like, I follow a certain group of people who are, like, really doing well financially, like Ludwig. Like, I keep you know who Ludwig is? He's, like, the gamer, he was literally an up-and-coming streamer and a popular, and before that, he was, like, kind of, like,
I think I've heard his name.
he's, like, a popular, Melee player and stuff like that. So he kind of, like, came from, like, the gamer place to the Twitch place, and now has, like, one of the most popular channels on YouTube. And the way that he talks about the algorithm now, and the way that, like, someone who has, like, 1,000, like, subscribers and they're making, like, set design in the back and shit like that, and the way that they talk about the algorithm makes me more aware of, like, with the content I'm about to ingest, like, what the quality that I should be expecting at this point.
Sure.
Like, loving the algorithm or not being harsh on the algorithm publicly in a video, like, has indicated to you that you are fake, like, you're fake working. But
right.
if I, like, look through, like, some other people, like, all these animation channels and shit like
It's
that.
It's like that scene from Superbad where he's like, well, yeah, normally I hate home ec, but, like, right now I, like, or normally I hate parties, but, like, right now, like, I really love parties.
Yeah.
Like, I'm down to go to a party with you. Mm-hmm. Like, it's really like that. Like, normally I really hate the algorithm, but, like, right now I really love the algorithm. I mean, I was loving it when my video was popping off. That was tight. Cool. But, like, I didn't really, because, like, again, I, like, view it through the lens of, like, I will probably make much better videos after this that don't see this level of success.
That's like when have even so much to say about this, but like, it really, it's such a pervading thing to know that like such a weird thing to know about how angry some of these people get about when their videos get nuked and for what reasons, that they even will make content off of that video getting nuked. You know what I mean? Because that's what they have to do to keep feeding this thing. That like, you're literally fighting it, don't know who you're talking to, literally talking about something about your piece of art,
right?
Like violating something that you've never seen fucking before, and then you have to literally invest time to make a 50-minute video on the 45-minute video.
Right.
It's like, it's wild.
And like
it's
no one wants to be involved in that. Like the whole step of the way through, they're like, I'd really prefer to be making something else.
It's a wild thing to have to put yourself through, to have to deal with, to have to just psych yourself up to do. That's why it's like, I take it so serious. Like, I don't know, I do take it seriously when people like, you know, like news and media outlets like don't participate in the internet or like, you know, paying attention to what an algorithm is, even though I don't know what it fucking looks like or anything, and I really don't know any of the rules. They like talk about like still so trained about like, oh yeah, YouTube, you know, somewhere on YouTube there was a controversy or something.
Yeah, they treat it like it's still like as if, you know, Tucker Carlson or something isn't making more views than their news channel on his YouTube channel, or that Ben Shapiro or something isn't, or that, you know, Steven Crowder, or these really like fucking crazy right-wing people aren't reaching millions of people, or Joe Rogan isn't reaching 2 million people within 2 days.
You know how many times Joe Rogan, like when I'm watching shorts on YouTube, and that's like usually when I'm in the pits of despair. Who knows when was the last time I had a full meal? I'm literally just going through the YouTube shorts. You can see how limited their algorithm is and how forceful it almost is, because I like a couple open mic nights, like just like a cute little, because you know how comedians have to, you know, promote pretty much through like all these shorts now instead of like making their big specials or even like perfecting long form work. You just throw something up on you just throw something up on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram and like really like kind of like start garnering at least some type of fan base where like people can see your face.
Right.
Sorry, that's just like a little tangent. But nevertheless, I'll just like randomly start be like, you know, like upping like open mic nights, like, you know, just like a good joke. It landed. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you got a little laugh. Like, I like care about those little things like for comedy, so I'll up that. If I do that maybe like 5 times in a row, I immediately get Joe Rogan. And then all of a sudden my entire content changes immediately after that. Like, I suddenly get like military people. Suddenly I'm getting like random Ben Shapiro ads. It's like, and that's
it's bonkers.
Like, YouTube's algorithm is so fucking aggressive. Like, even though I literally like had it like a made channel on YouTube for many years where I have like all of my anime AMVs, all of like my favorite anime openings in a playlist.
Same.
All of my different K-pop playlists, because that's when I was really on YouTube. Like, even though that's literally what is on my little channel, it's like I will still suddenly just get Joe Rogan, or I will get some other white guy who like suddenly has like a little bit more racier like comedic takes, and I'm like
a Xander Hall type ass.
Yeah, like all of it's like it's like when I think about when people say things like they just don't take people seriously about being a YouTuber and how hard it is and all these different things you have to think about. I'm like, that's how fast like they'll literally control what people say. Like, I just have to like 5 white guys in a row. That's all I have to do, and you will give me Joe Rogan. What? Like,
see, like, it's interesting because like I always flirt with like, I watch a lot of the like lefty stuff that talks about these things. And then the algorithm's like, well, we heard you like Joe Rogan, so we put some Joe Rogan on top of your head. Like, wait a second.
I will like all these. This is what I was literally talking about earlier, saying that I've been trying to like really dig and like find more channels. Like the channel that was Mod, the non-binary black person that had set design and clown makeup and all these and has no eyebrow. Like, they're crazy. Like,
right.
They
I know which one you're talking about. The one that I shared with you, and I was like, is this you?
Yeah, that is me, if you're wondering. That is me. That's why I'm sitting here like, I can't do YouTube videos, because that's
Sure.
I've never had anyone like mention that person. We have like 2,000, like I think, like he has like it's like people like over 20,000, I think they have. And I'm like, that's how much effort you have to put in.
Yeah.
Like, you still gotta know a guy in the real world, not even on the internet, not even on fucking YouTube's, like, they don't have, like, any type of real discussion because their comment section is real with bullshit, since it's literal inception. Comment sections on YouTube have literally been wrong since they made it out. They don't care. Like, the fact that I have to literally know someone in the real world and tell me how to make it in order to be reminded that the next year is, like, your algorithm keep facilitating that way. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Right.
That's why I have to, like, I can't just, like, share your video, like, through a message. I did it to tell someone, like, my friend. I share it on, like, Instagram.
That's nice. That's so nice of you. Yeah, I had like a friend who was like, I want to share your video if that's okay. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, sure. Like, to me, to me, it's like the only way that I guess I'm gonna have people see my shit.
It's like literally the mechanism that you're made, like it's not facilitated. It's not just facilitated. And that's like, it's just complex politics like that's happening that we're not even really aware of. Like that's crazy. How long have we been talking about this? I've been like really ranting and going off and like never talk about this with anyone. I just talk about it to myself, but like this shit bothers me. Like you will literally have to start making infrastructure for YouTubers like to unionize and shit like that.
Right.
Like, you're gonna have to make like little like just like in movie companies how they have like little agencies. Like that's what's coming. Like people think that this is the peak of this bullshit. I'm like,
well, what's interesting is because it's kind of like a loop back around in many ways too, because originally some of the largest things we know now, some of the biggest channels we know now, started as conglomerates, right? Like Channel Awesome type shit.
yeah, like you didn't even know that it's like for so many years.
We've been cringing at him for so long that we forgot where he started.
It's really it's so wild. It's such a weird meta place to be because like I think it's so. I think that's why millennials continue. Like, I feel like millennials are the ones who I am seeing really comment on some of the things that happen with the algorithm. Like some of the Gen Z people, like I feel like they don't always take the time to talk about it because they're like, this is how it's always been. But because like we remember all of like what YouTube used to be and how fucking barbaric it used to be, and even comparing it to now, it's like y'all ain't doing what you should be doing.
Right.
Like, we shouldn't still be talking about this shit. Like views get like. Do you remember like when views used to get stuck? Like when you would first watch a video that was like really popping off, it would get stuck at like
right.
301. I'm like, y'all are wild for like not even being able to like. There's like all these issues with like K-pop videos like getting like adjusted like numbers and inflated numbers.
Oh,
so
rip to the kings that are serving now. That is so funny to me that they're like forced conscripted into service and like BTS is dead. What if BTS dies?
So this is okay. Really just crack something open. I'm gonna tell you.
What if BTS dies?
So this is it's so fucking weird.
Just see Jungkook fucking blown to pieces in the demilitarized zone in the
There's all these politics about K-pop. The number one thing as like a Western audience, and especially American, and you hear that all male idols have to. If you hear that all male idols have to go in the military, usually their popularity declines completely, and they usually fade out into existence. A lot of male, that's what happened to like a lot of male soloists in like the 90s and early 2000s and stuff like that. Then they made groups and started putting each member in at a different time, so the group wouldn't ever truly be out of like the public light.
Sure.
So that they're like, so like the group doesn't fall in popularity and fall into obscurity. And so there are so many groups that survive these things, but a lot. Like there are no, what I would like to say is there are plenty of groups that survive, but there's like a lot of people. Like if you're not around, like that's it. Like that's really it for that group, and especially in their 30s, they're so like cutthroat about how you look, and if you go do something for 2 years, 2.5 years, and you don't make another debut until like almost a year after that, it's like you're old and you're useless, and you've already created the whole like that's so.
It's like the Woody meme. I don't want to play with you anymore.
And it's like that is taken so seriously by the fan communities because they're aware of the fact that they don't want their group to end, but they also have to constantly remember that, especially when it's like it was mostly Korean fans. They're like, oh, but like people who try to dodge are exiled like from public life.
Wow. Yonan. We made it.
So now you have this large fan base full of white girls hitting summer K-pop and a certain type of meme. Have no idea that like a whole bunch of white fans now are saying that our description is stupid, and there's a whole bunch of K fans who are saying, no, this is how you're nationalistic. This is how you're Korean. So now you have a fan base.
Yeah, imperialism is a hell of a drug.
Now the fan bases are literally like arguing, and it's ridiculous because it's like the American white girl fans don't even know it's like it's our fault.
Take me instead. I'll do whatever you want.
Oh, this is time. I thought I needed you. When they lost North Korea. The 2 years is literally it's so metaphorical because they go into service and they don't be doing anything. Especially like the K-pop stars. They're like, okay, it's people 30. If you're a regular Korean fan, some people were like, or even I'm actually issues like.
You broke the gate. That was the only way to Yonan.
Straight doing hard labor. In those 2 years. And so then the K-pop.
They're gonna come out yoked. You're gonna see sexy 2-year. It's like missionaries coming back from prison camp or something.
But the K-pop is privileged in class. They can say
Daddy do all the heavy lifting for you.
Dude, they're gonna do what Elvis did.
So it's really it's so
You are not ready for this.
Like, there's just not enough people on the Western BTS side who have taken the time
God, I
to
can't
learn
believe
about
Boy shot his
Korean
dad.
culture.
So fucking
That's
wild.
like you have no
And here I
fucking
thought
idea
my
how
family
ridiculous
was
you
fucked
look
up.
right now. Like saying you can't do this, like we love them, like you're ruining like our fan experience. Like,
Your
we
father
our
is
childhood. I'm like,
you are far
bro,
from ready. Now
we
would you
have
be so
taken
kind
a whole
to
generation
hold
of
this
Korean
for
men away, and now they continue to do that to remember what you did to them. It's the weirdest fucking thing because no one can go this far in depth into it, you know, in a comment section.
Yeah.
But this is how fucked it is. It's literally this layered. And of course, I'm giving you this whole speech, and I never give anyone this speech. I never talk to anyone about it. Like, wow, this is like really. It's like I just feel like I know so much about things that don't matter.
Join the club. I think they call it eclectic.
I know so much about this, and it's not even that serious, but like, it's
Sure.
like you find out that the K-pop fan who's kind of like about Korea. It's like, yikes.
Yikes, my bro. You can still delete this.
You won't stop me! I will break you!
Man, this section of this game goes on far too long. Yeah, that's me playing.
I'm just like,
It's like better if I'm doing this. Now you can look at me in the screen as I look at you.
yeah.
Oh no, Baldur doesn't wear any shoes? He got his feet out? Dude, is this a Miyazaki game? What is this? Why are you slashing all them toe beans everywhere? What are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing a little playthrough. I'm just like uploading like very lightly edited videos to the second channel. And then like filming some of the other stuff. This is like a Give Me God of War difficulty, the hardest difficulty in the game, and it's pretty annoying most of the time, but it's also like I'm gonna use Dark Souls as an example purely because I feel the same way about when I finally like do beat the thing that I've been beating my head against the wall on. It is just an uber satisfying feeling. Oh, what up, man? How are you? Hey, 1 second. Oh, it's...
When the bridge opens, the full weight of that.
Yeah, dude, Baldur was on Black Air Force One energy the whole time despite being shoeless. It's kind of insane. What's up, Gene? Can you hear me? Oh, dude, no, my headset. Yo, Gene. I forgot that my... Can you hear me? I keep forgetting my right headset went through the wash. And so the mic doesn't work on it anymore. It's very annoying. What's up, dog? Yeah, 6'10", right? Cool. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm watching One Piece Red today in about an hour with my homie Gene. It should be exciting. Yeah, dude, I can stop. If you have time and you need to, go ahead and stop on the way and grab snacks or whatever, but if not, I can stop on the way. Okay, sounds good. I'll see you there soon. Alright, I'll probably try to be there at 6.
Boy,
Alright, later.
stay still.
Hell yeah, guys. One Piece movies are cool. They are.
Listen to me and not speak
But yeah,
a word.
what's up, Othelius? What's up, my man?
You, boy, are not
It is,
temper. You are rash.
it has
and
been an
out of
experience
control.
making it through this game, on this difficulty again. I don't know why I'm putting myself through it. I just, know that I'm going to be peak ready for the sequel here in, 5 days. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I'm so excited, dude. Yeah, it's next Wednesday. I'm so excited, dude. Oh my god. I'm ready to see this dad and this boy's cathartic end to this story. I'm a sucker for cathartic father-dad shit.
I just watched Everything Everywhere All Up in Your Face.
Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I have heard it is, you know, it is extra annoying to know that the level design is like literally right there. We could have gone out. Yeah, I've heard that movie is absolutely crazy.
Worst place in hell you could have put us.
I like Michelle Yeoh quite a bit.
See a ship.
Get us there.
Yeah,
It only takes
Yeah, she's bad as hell.
but at least it gets us far from here.
She's been deserving her flowers.
The bridgekeeper kept the living out of this place.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm sorry. I'm talking to multiple people now. So I haven't. I have all of the words, and even tangentially related to God of War, God of War Ragnarok, all of that. It's all been just completely muted on Twitter. Anything that I see on YouTube that even like looks like it, I look away. It's verboten. Yeah, man. I've been trying so hard. I really want to preserve that experience, especially knowing that the spoilers are already out there. I've been trying really hard to preserve that experience for myself, and it's kind of like annoying that I gotta do that. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, yeah. I have heard lots of interesting things about the Wakanda Forever. It'll be interesting to see how it actually turns out. I know that there's... Oh my god, bro. I died in like one hit. Just, fuck, what the fuck? Namor...
It's gonna be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gonna be interesting. I don't know.
I really like the version of Namor that I've seen. It doesn't bother me at all. I think it's really interesting. Obviously, there's various reasons to be upset. Most of them suck ass. You know. So I'm interested to see what he does, because he seems like he's really, like, interested in the role. You know what I mean? And, like, Namor is not a bad guy. He's just... I mean, all kings are bad, right? So, like, let's start there, but, you know, ultimately, he's of the same... If we're gonna say, like, oh, there's, like, a level of, like, T'Challa and them, they did engage with that idea that they've made mistakes by, you know, not helping... you know, outward culture in many ways, but, like, also, like, we can't really imply the same about this person that we don't really know that is also, like, I don't know, if you've been in the sea, I think it's fair to be mad at people who live on the earth, because they're kind of fucking up the sea, and that's, like, an easy point of view.
That's why I think, well, I saw someone literally say, like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to watch this Black versus Mexican movie, and I was like,
Bro.
don't please, I know, but, like, yeah, but no.
Wait, Jesse, no, wait!
Was
I just think of, like, when I see people say shit like that, I'm like, dude. Like, people really are mask off in so many ways, but also, like, mask off about, like, damn, dude, you really just, like, just spewing bad takes with no filter.
It's like, but, like, I hear that, but I also understand, that's why it's like, as a Black person going to
couldn't
see
have done
Do not dwell on those thoughts.
as, like, or, like,
Not here.
your antagonist being,
We must keep moving.
like, someone who is getting fucked over, but you understand why they're supposed to be fucked over, and it's another person of color, like, you can't tell me that that's not an underlining thing already, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's giving Black versus
What was
not
that?
Black a little
Not just
bit,
the old
but it's
and
also
sick come
like,
to hell, I'm
oh,
sick
no,
criminals.
but giving
I think it
that
depends on where it goes with the story, right?
Yeah.
The implication is that, like, hopefully... Well, I think the implication with any of these stories is obviously based in tragedy. It is tragic that any minority cultures are being pitted against each other in a world that basically only stands to benefit from that division.
You have become of late.
Look, they know I gotta say something, but I'll get us out. Whoever I am.
I will get us out. You will follow orders.
Maybe that's not who I am.
It had better be. Now let me focus.
Ever grow from them or learn from them or...
Saying, like, oh, like, you always put, like, the example they use is like, oh, like, quantum, everything, you're talking about, and stuff like that. None of that science that is literally fleshed out so heavily in the comics, even as all of them were in the MCU movies, like,
Right.
you don't even care to do that much work, even the stuff that you're getting, you don't even care to do that much work.
Right. Athelius is right, too. It took, like, 5 minutes... It was 5 minutes before the movies, the videos were rendered for them to say, MCU's gone woke. Like, alright. Again, I absolutely despise the use of woke as a pejorative, because it is, like, one of the most, like... like one of those perversions of a word where it's like, this came from communities where it literally means to awaken to the world around you, and it's bullshit. It's like red pill without the misogyny, and it's been co-opted by the absolute fuckheads of the world. Like...
So, like, it's really, so yeah, I guess that's, like, I'm excited for Wakanda Forever, because, like, I'm just interested to see what's going to happen, like, it's, like, so,
It's...
Is it Civil War? so much. Like,
I don't know if it's the gun debate so much as it's just, like, intervention in general. It's like, who decides whether it's okay for someone to be held accountable for something? And Captain America says, we should be the ones to decide, because other people will use us. And he's like, yeah, but... And it's framed, obviously, as like, you know, Tony Stark is the other side, because he's guilty. Because he's guilty, because he's the only one out of everyone who has actively fucked over the world by his own shitty decisions. He's the one who made Ultron. So he's taking accountability, and that's great for his personal character. But, like, you are also putting an onus on the whole world.
Yeah, it was, and that's like, even in that, yeah, I was even like, I guess at the time, I was like, no, I like Captain America, like, on that, because I feel like, I don't know, I felt like in a weird way, like, the way that they were, like, I felt like they were trying to tell me that, like, you know, like, Iron Man is still good, though, like, you know what I mean, like, or, like, Iron Man is, like, still, like, a good guy, he's, like, a good character, and I'm like,
It's only framed that way because it's technically a positive arc for him. If you view it as a very personal, selfish, positive arc, then yeah, it is a good arc. Like, he's learned from his mistakes. But
the way that it works with, like, the group as a whole, I feel like it makes it so weird. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
there's something about,
Listen, they fight in a fucking airport parking lot.
Yeah.
Civil War was about, like, an existential threat of the way things were, of the order of the superhero universe, basically. Yeah, all that is lost in translation.
Yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. Like, I don't like Iron Man's character at all.
I wish you could have. Yeah, but dude, they pulled. I saw this most hilarious meme where they pulled Rihanna out of cryogenic storage, so that she could make a song for the new Black Panther, because it's her first song, in like years.
7 years, I think.
Hi, Gene. What's good? I'll take there's Mike and Ike's, the sour Mike and Ike's. Yes, sour Mike and Ike's. Yeah, there's two of them, Mike and Ike. Exactly.
Stay out of sight.
Sour is just the flavor. Don't do it to me. Yeah, I really do wish we could have got one more TDE soundtrack out of Black Panther before they imploded. But maybe PG Lang will just be the thing, and we'll just get Baby Keem, a baby Keem Kendrick Lamar exclusive Black Panther album. That'd be so fucking funny. What do you mean? All right, I'll talk to you soon, dog. Yeah, TDE exploded because they can't release albums for the few people that are on there. And
like, why can't they? Like,
I don't know.
Like, okay,
I don't know. They talk about, like, SZA has talked about how she feels largely powerless and in the dark about this decisions. Yeah, Punch stopped promoting his artists, exactly. And, like, but he still owns the reign, so she's like, dude, like, let me be free. This feels like very, like, Carter, this feels very Wayne Birdman-esque. Except not the lack of promotion, because obviously the promotion isn't the problem. Birdman promoted the shit out of his artists because he was profiting 100% off of them. I wonder if Punch doesn't want to promote it because he doesn't make as much, and he got a raw deal, is what he feels like, so he's not doing it. That wouldn't surprise me.
Come on!
I've only literally known about anything going wrong with TV because of SZA.
Yeah.
Because she was supposed to release albums and then she was saying...
How long ago did Control come out?
Yeah, Control came out 2017. So she was supposed to release a new album like at least 4 years ago. years. Yeah, came out 5 years ago. She was actually supposed to release it at least 2 years ago. That's what I meant to say. I don't know. I said 7 years, something in my head. So like out of the 5 years, 3 years ago we should have had an album.
Yeah, Absol, J-Rock, Zay Zakari, all sitting on the shelf.
Would you believe it slipped my mind?
I would not.
I'm at a loss. I assure you have no reason to keep such a thing a secret.
When I think like it was 3
There's
years
the
ago, she
boat.
was saying that she was starting
We
to
will
get
speak
herself
more of
together
this
because like she couldn't
soon.
get her album out and she was sitting on stuff and like the fact that like she released I Hate You 2 years ago and she released another song called Shirt today and all of that shit literally has the same sound. It's all from the album. Like she like literally.
And you don't get to evolve sonically.
Yeah.
You don't get to evolve if you're literally waiting to release something and go from there.
That's what happened, and she literally said with Control, like, she just wanted to throw Control out there because she had already been making music, but so much of the music she had written by that time, like, was, like, so far long ago that, like, she was almost, like, connected to it anymore, but they were stories that happened in her life.
Right.
So, she wanted to release another one that was, like, more sonically where she was, like, what she was, like, felt like creating, and the fact that she hasn't been able to make that second album. I
Right. I mean, it is kind of, again, it's just insane to hear about certain artists sitting on a shelf. Like, what do you mean sitting on a shelf? Like, you're in the music making time of, like, kind of like the perfect time right now.
On my way.
Us? Yeah, well, it's a competition between SZA fans and Frank Ocean fans for most patient.
Listen, I got blonde, and really, I'm really okay if he never does that after that. Like, I just get endless and cry about it. So now I'm just, you know, like, if he feels like he'll never come back, that is the thing. I'm not expecting him to come back. I personally need SZA to come back because she means so much to my evolution as a person.
I'm coming to you.
Dude, I gotta clear this challenge. Come on, bro. Got his ass. Oh, I was literally about to say I haven't even lost any health, and then I almost ate a big old piece of damage like an asshole. Just like that. Yeah, chuck your ass off a fucking ledge. Whew. Alright. Gives me numb. Dog. You know what I'm really, like, a couple of things that I hadn't even really voiced yet about what I really look forward to is, I think I think we're definitely gonna see. I mean, like, obviously, I think there's gonna be a Thor fight. There's gonna be an Odin fight, but it would not surprise me one bit to see another Zeus fight.
I know.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me, and it would be welcome, because I think there's a lot to still explore there in that relationship, especially given, like, the fact that we see the shadow of it presented in the in the portion where they're in hell, where our son watches us beat our dad to death, and then he pretends that he didn't see it. Like, we gotta talk about that, dude. So much of this game is me spending time yelling at Kratos, being like, "Talk to your son! Just tell him!" Like, when he's like, "But you only kill good people, right?" And he's like, "Uh-huh? What?" Dog, you can't. You cannot say that to him. Like, you cannot say that to him. You need to correct him and say, "Well, no." And Mimir's like, "Oh, who's to judge that, though?" And it just falls flaccid because he thinks his dad is good, even though his dad treats him like shit, which is, I'm sure, relatable for many. Yo, dude, I think that is still one of the worst moments in all of the series, when the very cringy him banging Persephone in God of War 3. And I'm like, alright, this is, like, very weird and cringy, and, like, the joke has gone stale at this point. Yeah, and then he goes and then immediately just absolutely obliterates him. And, you know, what's funny is, like, the emotional core of that story is supposed to be him and Hephaestus' daughter building, like, a father-daughter relationship. But I'm pretty sure she'd have a different view of you if you told her that you, brutally fucking murdered her dad. I think she might have a different perspective.
Yeah.
I think she might have a different perspective. Dude, I know I messed up. I gotta run back there. And I gotta do this now, before I gotta go. I'm going to see One Piece Red. I've said it a couple times on stream, and I'll keep saying it, because I'm fairly excited for it. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Yeah, he's a little bit like, he's, you could definitely use that. Greek Shadow the Hedgehog. Dude, that's so funny. There's, like, at one point where someone says something to Kratos and he's like, "That's ridiculous." I'm like, brother, you have traveled from another dimension to get here. You have come back to life 3 times. Please do not tell me that you are surprised by shit at this point. How? But yeah, I think, like, people are talking about, like, do they think that, like, Atreus could carry the franchise forward? Because I think there's a decent chance that Kratos dies at the end of this game. Now, if he comes back to life again, that also wouldn't surprise me, but him dying would definitely not surprise me. And like Atreus, part of his talents is that he has compassion, for one thing, and that he can go anywhere and basically immediately learn the language. And like with that, he can basically go to all these other worlds that they've implied exist, like the Shinto religion, like Egyptian religion, Celtic religions, like pantheons, sorry. And all that is like really fascinating to me, just plainly like just I'm 100% positive that the end of this game, all right? No cap, the end of this game, I'm willing to put money on it, is going to end with us or either as Kratos or as Kratos and Atreus or as just Atreus going to another universe. We're going to start an isekai God of War adventure moving forward. The new title of the series moving forward will be Oops, I'm a god and I was transported to another universe. Or its alternate title, Danmachi, and then maybe they'll up the horny again for, yeah, Atreus' Bizarre Adventures. That'd be so funny. Oh my god. Atreus Anderson. And maybe they just do an AA thing. And he's got stand power. Stando power. But yeah, I think it's going to end with us in another universe. My bet is either Japanese, Shinto, Mayan, or most likely, I think, Egypt. It's perfect. It's perfect. And I hope it's Atreus. I like Atreus. I know people don't like Atreus, but I like Atreus. I'm excited to see what they do with him in the next game. Alright, I gotta get ready to go to a movie, so I am going to go ahead and set myself up on this ship to save, and then call it a day. Alright, yeah, I've done all this stuff over there.
Not entirely sure this is seaworthy.
She will do.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you jumping in, man. Always a pleasure. Be safe. Everyone, know that you are appreciated and that you valued and that you matter and your feelings matter. They matter to me.
His eyes, they are jewels, like yours.
No doubt signifying the gift of sight the giants granted us. Give me a closer look. Interesting. Very interesting.
What is that?
Secret plans concealed by Tyr so none could access but him, and those few others the giants trusted. And right under Odin's nose, ho ho ho! I did promise I'd get you to Jotunheim.
What do you mean, Head? You said we were out of options.
Don't you see, brother? Odin never gave up hope, and neither should we. He knew there was a clue in here, but we're the ones who found it. These plans are for a key to some chamber Tyr's kept hidden. I don't know where it's leading or what we'll find, but it's a path.
How do we make this key?
I suggest we ask a dwarf.
That symbol on the temple door. It's a bunch of runes together. Peace, unity, hope, other things too.
Tyr's own design. He made this door himself.
Boy. Before. When you saw.
I didn't see anything.
Damn.
Not seen someone.
Lying to each other.
No matter.
And me making multiple unforced errors. I have sadly forgotten to hit record on the whole section that came before this. So yeah, sorry for that. Just know that we made it through the boat all right. Tragic. And that part where I was waving my camera back and forth between the two symbols is just to acknowledge that I think that's what's happening for the next game. I think we're gonna go to Egypt, or we're gonna go to Japan land, Shinto land, as one of the two. That's what's gonna happen. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Now, Head. Why did you not tell us Baldur is the son of Freya?
He is. It's shocking every time I hear it, and yet obviously I know it. When I think about Baldur and Freya...
Mimir?
Yes, lad.
Freya.
How's that, brother?
Head. Tell me Baldur's vulnerability.
Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Wait, what has happened?
He is bewitched not to speak of what he knows.
I am? Oh, that's it precisely. I wonder how long that's been so. Since she had my head at her mercy, or back when I figured out Baldur's weakness.
Mimir,
Yes, lad.
you just said you figured out Baldur's weakness.
Did I? But Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Enough. This means there is a way. If he troubles us again, we will find it. Can you make it?
Is it a weapon? Armor? Or likewise an instrument of war, of which I'm a master at shaping? No? Then forget it. Even if I wanted to make such an insignificant gewgaw, I'm liable to chink my tools working on something so delicate and ladylike.
Then shingle it. Pattern weld the item with scap slag. Keep the layers thin.
Hell yeah,
Alternate
bro. I love
overlay.
to see these two come back together.
Okay, smart guy. And where do you propose to find a lump of quality scap slag? Last time I saw one, I could still get rigid down south. Shut your mouth, is that?
So cute.
I had to get my hands dirty.
Well, don't just stand there. Let's do
I really
it.
think it's so special because you can tell that like the only reason that these two aren't back together is because they forced themselves to stay
Why
apart.
not?
Because the moment they get back in a room, it's like, whatever, let's pick up right where we left off.
Watch the spine. Keep your wrist loose.
No, you keep your wrist loose. Yeah, I need more heat here.
Coming up. You gonna temper that steel longer?
You don't need to. I triple quenched it with Drago.
See? Inventive. And sanitary. You clever little beaver. Never too late to
Kratos
learn
just
a new trick,
stone-faced.
Is it?
No, it's not. Yeah.
Here it is.
Nope. Don't forget this.
Hell yeah, they brought their brand back, baby. Let's go.
No, quit your grinning. It's downright unsettling.
It's just nice to see you together.
He's right.
But now the rune on your brain looks different.
Impressive, but reforging something what broke.
I knew it. You two love each other.
Oh, cut it out, Princess. You're gonna get me all weak.
I like the new one better. Don't you?
We have work to do.
No. All right, what'd you break?
I could upgrade that right now. That's the one I should upgrade. But I hate it. I hate it so much, dude. It looks like shit. Wish I could do them both, but I don't have enough. I'll have to pick. Dang, I'm so close. Alright. There's that. Yeah, I have to. It's the right thing to do. Oh, and I can do them both. And that's the right thing to do.
Well.
Dang, bro, we are really close to 7 there. Real close. Finally. Oh, I don't have enough? Oh. Oh.
What else were we talking about?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that set, but first what I want to do is I want to go fight the elf Valkyrie. I feel like I always gotta try a Valkyrie every run.
Let's explore.
Frigg. Well, that's more of a pet name, you see. It means beloved, something Odin called Freya after they wed. Out of affection at first, or so I like to believe. As things turned sour, it became a way to manipulate the truth.
How so?
Odin didn't want Freya, a Vanir goddess, getting credit for anything in Asgard. So anything worthy she accomplished was attributed to Frigg.
Like being Baldur's mother.
That's right. Freya was
Let's see how we
Balder's
do.
mother all along.
First, we gotta get there.
My brother and me got a new project. Now we're on speaking terms.
What do you want?
With the whetstone and hammer, you've...
We just need 3 more mythical
Which are...
Dunno. Armor's pu-
You expect us to find parts from a legend?
Oh, Motsognir, the dwarf king, found poof. And looky here.
A Conus Guard entry stone. Hell yeah.
Ah, Alfheim. I missed its gentle breeze and the sweet smell of honeysuckle and blood. Well, judging by the sky, the light elves are in control of the light this time.
Explain.
You see, the light elves and dark elves. But you also know that control of the light has changed hands no less than 213 times. See? Each side believes itself the rightful keepers of the light and argue they're simply fighting for survival. The war has been going on so long, I don't know who they are without it.
Good job.
You two make quite a formidable duo.
I mean, Boy was really more of a spectator in that little tussle, but sure.
Hopefully you'll find some clues about the 3 legendary
So,
ingredients inside the straw.
clear this up for me. Svartalfheim means land of the Dark Elves, right?
Right.
But you said the Dark Elves have been here in Alfheim a really long time. And anyway, aren't dwarves supposed to be from Svartalfheim? They don't look like Dark Elves.
Don't you think so? Then you are vastly more perceptive than the Aesir. They're the ones who apparently can't tell the difference. And they're the ones who came up with that name. Dwarves actually call their home realm Nidavellir.
So the Dark Elves aren't from Svartalfheim at all.
Not even a bit. They're just elves of another colour. Nobody knows who came first, but they all come from Alfheim.
Why do they fight all the time if they're really the same?
That is adorable.
Huh?
It is the way of the world.
Oh. Well, that's sad.
Alright, let's do it. We're so close. Are they gonna fucking fight me? Yup. Hell yeah. Oh, I thought it was gonna throw him out of there, but that works. Oh, this is a fight one. Easy breezy. Alright, oh.
It's another Valkyrie. We're gonna save her, right?
If by save her you mean brutally rip her wings off, then my vote is aye.
Enough. Both of you. I will decide the best course of action. Prepare yourself.
Listen, under the right circumstances, I would pay for this, but not today, and not like that. Alright. We're gonna call it. We made it to hell and back. Next time is Tier 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, very excited. Alright, catch you later. Be safe. Know that you are, know that you're loved and respected, and that you matter, and that your feelings matter. At least they matter to me. Be safe. Oh, check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Thanks.